you introduce yourself, where you're from, and how long you've been in real estate?
Sure, I'm John McSween, real estate broker, and I first got my license in 1982.
All right. And in your words, what's the difference between more standard forms of real estate brokering and exchanging?
Exchanging gives you an extra tool in terms of the equity marketing, and it's not for everybody, and not everybody understands it, but it's an extra tool you have to get rid of a property or acquire a property.
What are some of the reasons you'd utilize it, or some of the benefits of utilizing exchanging the process?
It's kind of, you can do it in lieu of cash. That's the big deal. You could use your equities in another property and go buy something with it.
Okay.
Or if you're having a tough property sell, likewise, you can get rid of your property and take another property and trade.
Why do you think it's so infrequently used?
Not everybody understands it. It's a specific kind of guy that is drawn to it. And I don't know what the percentage of realtors or real estate people that understand it, maybe 1 or 2% of the whole bunch of realtors. So it's hard to make a deal with a non-believer, as they say.
Why do you, or what type of character is attracted to it?
I'm not sure it's a specific type, because it runs the gamut, just like it does for real estate people in general. All kind of personalities, all kind of makeups.
Clients or brokers are a little more hesitant to approaching this.
Probably brokers.
Why do you think that is?
They're just not used to it. They're used to getting all cash, and I don't know. They're not up on it.
What I hear a lot of talk about counseling or discovery, or some people call it different things. But can you explain kind of what that is and why it's important?
Well, counseling gets your client understanding what you can do, and vice versa. You understand what the client can do or cannot do, and it's very important getting started.
Why would some clients not want to obtain cash?
Well, there's some tax reasons.
Okay.
They're the biggest ones. And some clients, in fact, many don't even know it, but they don't need cash necessarily. They think they need cash, but would they be better off with a triple net lease, giving them so much a month? They could get the benefits of depreciation and appreciation, and a lot less tax bite.
So when a client is trying to sell a property, what's a question that you'd ask?
Well, in this market, it's kind of tough, and it's kind of tough for exchanging because we're in a hot market, and you put your flag out, and somebody's going to make an offer on it. In this climate we're in right now, so exchanging is kind of tough. I've seen it. I've seen it slow down.
Okay.
Typically, exchanging works on tougher economic times and tougher to sell properties.
So, like 2008.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that.
Or just whenever we hit a slump and where the ready buyers are not out there. Prices have dropped a little bit or gone flat. And you have a lot more properties out there than you have buyers for.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be a depression.
Can you explain kind of to a layman what a formula is?
Formula is you've got your toolbox and you reach out and grab a hammer. A formula is a tool in your box in your mind that you can use to make the deal. And there's many formulas.
So one that Blake often talks about is seller carry. Can you explain what that is?
Seller carry is as important as anything in the equity marketing arena, and it's where a seller, in lieu of all cash, carries some of the financing back, becomes the bank, and payments are made directly to the buyer, to the seller, and that has tax benefits as well, and you can get interest. You actually make a little bit more money.
Do you have a deal in the past that you could that you was fulfilling other than just making money or making profit?
The first deal I ever made was in 1988. I didn't even know I was an exchanger. And I had a guy that had an office building, or he wanted an office building in Colorado Springs. And he had a subdivision out in Teller County, Arabian Acres. It's all sold out practically now with a water system. He had 80 lots left, and he traded those 80 lots into an office building on South Tejon Street, straight across. And I didn't even talk about money to him or fees or anything, and I ended up with 8 lots as my commission.
All right, yeah, that's what I hear. Sometimes people, brokers they'll get a house for their commission because no one wants to take it or something, you know.
Yeah, if there's no cash in the deal, you got to come up with another idea. But that was a great deal. It was a win-win for both guys. They got exactly what they wanted, and they both made well from it.
Were you surprised that you could apply so much creativity to what is seemingly such a non-creative field?
The creativity in exchanging is what makes it so attractive.
So people, if there is a type of character that is...
He's probably got a creative side to him. You bet.
Yeah, because to me it's kind of... learning all this stuff about exchanging stuff kind of made me realize how beautiful the capitalistic system is.
There you go.
You can...
And that's something coming from a millennial, right? There has to be benefits on each side, otherwise the deal will never get done. Where cash, you can beat a guy down and I'll take it, and I don't really like it, but I got some cash. And the other guy gets what he wants. Well, that's not really a win-win.
Do you like the relationship that you develop with people that you've done multiple deals with?
Sometimes. I've become, in terms of client, I've become my own best client. And in fact, probably the only client I have.
Do you like your job?
At times.
Okay.